How has it already been 4 years? Remember 4 years ago when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out for the Nintendo Switch? Everyone was playing it. And it's kind of crazy that you don't really see the game around anymore a lot. Because, well, there is some extent an end of the game. When you complete your village, the maximum capabilities that you want it to be. If you want your village to have loads of flowers, pathway, have terraforming out the wazoo. But that's where you see the end of the game in a way. But there's not really an end to Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is one of those games that you can play for like thousands of hours. And back in 2020, wow, the hype was real. The game lasted for so long. Probably is because it was in the middle of a pandemic where no one can go outside and do whatever. But like, this game was really fantastic. So when are we going to see the next Animal Crossing game? Animal Crossing of 2025, maybe. Because the next Animal Crossing game would be pretty fantastic. Now I'm not saying that we need a new Animal Crossing game right this instant. But a new Animal Crossing game would be pretty phenomenal. Because there's not really a point to replaying Animal Crossing in a way. There's not really a point because basically you know what happens, you know all the items, you know all the people. Unless you were doing something, well, you get pretty much different villagers. But besides that, it's pretty much the same game. You gotta wait 2 days before you can build yourself a museum. You gotta wait for your mail. You gotta wait for all this stuff. Wait. Unless you're cheating at the game, that's not very fair, is it? That's not fair. But time skipping in Animal Crossing was a thing back then. But do you think that that would be the thing in the new Animal Crossing game? A new one, whenever maybe it's gonna be called, maybe Animal Crossing City Ways. I know that there's Animal Crossing City, folks, but Animal Crossing City, where you build yourself a city, you can go in pretty much every building. You can go anywhere. You can build yourself a city. Or we could call it Animal Crossing Jungle Hawu, where you live in a jungle and you can tame monkeys and stuff to help you. I don't know. It's an animal game, so who knows? But it would be really cool to see a new Animal Crossing game. A new Animal Crossing game would be fantastic. Animal Crossing New Horizon, when it launched, wowzers. And then a couple months later, they added a DLC, Happy Homes. That was a fantastic DLC because you were able to customize the properties that you're buying and selling for your animal friends. You're able to customize their houses to their liking. You can customize their backyard. You can customize kind of the island or whatever they live on. You could be in a desert and build yourself a house. Or on top of Mount Everest if you wanted to. Or even just a standalone island. But it's really, really cool how Happy Homes innovated on Animal Crossing. So I'm wondering, because by next year, it would be around 5 years since we got our last Animal Crossing game. But to be honest, it's been around eight-ish years before we got another Animal Crossing from the Switch to the 3DS. If I'm reading that right, because I'm pretty sure the last one was New Leaf, wasn't it? And that came out in 2013 or 14. Wowzers, that is pretty crazy. That is really crazy. And Animal Crossing games last so long because it's up to the player's imagination to build what they want. If you don't want your adventure to be that long, well, you don't have to do all the terraforming. You don't have to do all the different work stuff. You don't have to even decorate all the houses if you don't want to. So it's really cool how it's your adventure, your way. Now, the next Animal Crossing game, what would I think it would be? I'm going to call it Animal Crossing Jungle Hawu. Because we already got Animal Crossing City Folk. We got New Leaf, where it's kind of like a town and a cityway kind of thing. With like a train that you chugga choo choo. Anyways, yeah, that's New Leaf. And then we got New Horizons, which is on an island. So one in the jungle or even in space would be pretty cool. We could call it Animal Crossing Space Station, where You got after New Horizons, you got blasted. I don't know if they're connected, but you made yourself a rocket ship because there's this astronaut guy that came over, and he needed your help with something. So, anyways, you built yourself your rocket ship. You sat in it. You blasted off to space, and then you see a core island, like a floating space island. Now you're inside of space, and you can go and visit different islands in space to, kind of see what it's all about. You're going to see aliens and stuff, and you're even going to see some new materials that you can't normally see in space. I don't know, that could be a pretty interesting game. Animal Crossing Space Station. It could be a pretty interesting game. A pretty interesting concept in a way. Or, since we mostly covered up all the cities and towns and stuff, what about Animal Crossing Journey Survival, where you start on a tiny little island thingy, and you can make yourself your way to the desert, on top of a mountain, on top of a volcano if you wanted to, maybe just on the beach. Who knows? But it's your Animal Crossing adventure, and it must be a good one there. It must be a good one. Maybe you have to save people on top of those special locations where you unlock their habitats, and you could do that. Any one of those could work. Any one of those could be a good Animal Crossing game. Animal Crossing is fantastic because it's just your adventure. It's like, hey, I want to have a house there, game. All right, you can put a house there. You best believe it, you can. And it's pretty cool. It's really cool to be able to place wherever you want and have fun of your grand imagination. Grand imagination, pretty cool. So, what will we see? I'm thinking either 2025, but 2025 is already jam-packed with a whole bunch of other games that have been leaked in a way. So 2026, looking pretty good. That would be probably the second year or of the Switch 2, hopefully, or the first year. First full year. Be the the Switch 2. Hopefully that will be coming out soon. So what do you think? Do you think Animal Crossing Space Station is a good idea? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, I hope you have a fantastic day. And thank you so much for watching this goofy video. And yeah, with that being said, see you in the next one.